I always figured I had Hannah pegged better than anybody else. I mean, we'd been hitched for 5 years, riding the highs and lows together, dreaming up plans for what's next. I can still picture the day I popped the question. Her eyes sparkled like crazy when she said yes. Life seemed pretty squared away, you know. But then, that night, while we're just chilling at the kitchen table, the TV humming softly in the background, Hannah drops a bombshell that freezes me solid. Cool as a cucumber, like she's chatting about the forecast or some new burger joint, she goes, "Hey, this Friday, I'm heading out with a guy from work." I blink a couple times, expecting her to toss in some extra bit to make sense of that wild curveball. But nope, she just grabs another slice of bread, smears some butter on it, and acts like she didn't just flip my world upside down. My brain's scrambling to catch up. Did I hear that right? Is she yanking my chain with the world's worst punchline? Thing is, she's staring at her plate real hard, dodging my eyes, and this weird vibe starts crawling up my spine. Say what now? I manage to ask, keeping my tone way steadier than most guys would in a spot like that. She finally looks up, and for the first time, I spot something sneaky in her gaze, like she'd been banking on me reacting just like this. "It's only dinner," she says, all breezy, like it's no big deal. "Doesn't mess with what we've got. I love you, and this won't touch our marriage." I lock eyes with her, hunting for some hint she's bluffing, but she's sitting there cool as ice, like this is totally normal in her book. My fork's just sitting on my plate, I ain't hungry no more. My heart's thumping like a drum, but I ain't about to let her see that. No way I'm handing her that win. I reckon she thought I'd lose it, blow up, holler, pepper her with questions, or slap down some big ultimatum. But that ain't me. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my cool when the heat's on. I suck in a deep breath, let it out slow, and decide right then, if she's playing some kinda game, I ain't losing. Then, just to mess with her, I crack a little half-smile. "Got it," I say, all casual-like, grabbing my water glass and taking a sip. Her breathing hitches, just a tiny bit, but I catch it, and that's all I need to know I'm onto something. She didn't want me to roll over, she wanted me to flip out. The quiet between us drags on, feeling like hours crammed into a few seconds. She tries to play it off, dropping her eyes back to her food, but I keep watching her, real patient. Well, I toss out, sounding almost bored, maybe I oughta go hang out with somebody too, just to try it out. That's when she really looks at me, not with that fake calm she'd been rocking, but with this flicker of doubt. I can't help but enjoy the little shake in her hand as she grips her fork. She blinks fast, like she's trying to wrap her head around what I just said. She didn't see that coming, not from me. "You've met someone?" she asks, aiming for chill but not quite nailing it. I keep the grin going and give a shrug. "There's this gal at the gym. We chat a bunch. Might be fun to grab a bite with her sometime." Right then, I see the color drain a touch from her face. Boom, the game's flipped, and I ain't even gone all in yet. The silence hits like a brick wall. Her cool mask slips for just a heartbeat, and I catch it plain as day. Her fork's hovering over her plate, stuck in midair. Those eyes of hers, so sure of themselves a minute ago, widen a bit, like her brain's wrestling with the curveball I just threw. I hold that easy smile, leaning back in my chair like this whole talk's no sweat. Inside, though, I'm getting this weird, sharp thrill watching her squirm with the same uncertainty she'd dumped on me. "Oh, okay," she mumbles, trying to pull herself together. She looks off, poking at her food. I spot her leg jittering under the table, just a little twitch she's fighting to hide. I know her too well, she ain't nearly as comfy as she's pretending. So why's Hannah getting all jittery out of nowhere? If she's so sure this going out with other people thing is no big deal, how come she's looking rattled the second I hint I might do it too? It hits me, she's been testing me this whole time, and now that test's blowing up in her face. So I keep my voice real easy and toss out, "You got a problem with that?" She lets out this quick, quiet chuckle and shakes her head. Nah, just didn't see that coming from you, she says, trying to play it off. I cock an eyebrow at her. That's funny, I shoot back, folding my arms, 'cause I sure as hell didn't see this coming from you either. This time, she don't laugh. My words land like a punch, and that fake breezy vibe she's been clinging to starts falling apart. She tries to bounce back fast, tilting her chin up like she's above it all. So, who's this gym chick anyway, she asks. I smirked to myself, knew that was coming. What's wild is she ain't even hiding how much she suddenly cares. Before, she was all about this relationship freedom nonsense, acting like it's some cool, modern deal we could both mess around with, no sweat. But now, just mentioning another gal's got her on edge. Don't reckon it matters too much, I say, grabbing a napkin and dabbing at my mouth. If it ain't changing what we've got, no point in digging into the details, right? She lets out this sharp little snort, but her face is tight as a drum. Wait, so it's legit? You're actually going out with her? I tilt my head, eyeballing her like I'm trying to crack what's spinning in that head of hers. You're the one who said we should explore this together, didn't you? Her mouth pops open, but nothing comes out. For the first time tonight, she's got no comeback. The air in the room gets thick, heavy enough to cut with a knife. That cocky attitude she strutted in with. It's fading fast, right in front of me. This whole thing was supposed to be her way of checking how tight she's still got me wrapped around her finger, but it's turning into something else entirely. I don't need more proof, I've already got what I wanted. She never thought I'd play along, and deep down, she's starting to realize she might lose something she never figured could slip away. I don't say another word. Just pick up my glass, finish off the water, and push back from the table. Night, Hannah, I tell her, cool as can be. She stays put, staring off as I walk out of the kitchen, her face all distant. Right then, I know it ain't just the tables turning, I'm the one calling the shots now. The next few days, things shift between us. Our house used to hum with easy chatter and the same old routines, but now it's full of these loud, empty silences. I keep doing my thing, heading to work, rolling in at the usual time, but I'm feeling lighter, freer somehow. Hannah's starting to catch on to what's really up. At first, she tells herself it's nothing, that I'm just messing with her head to make her back off. Except I don't back off. If anything, I start switching things up even more. First time she really gets uneasy is Wednesday morning. She's sipping her coffee, and I'm over by the hall mirror, messing with my collar. I've done it a million times, but this time's different, I'm taking my sweet time. I smooth my hair down, give myself a double check, then grab my phone and crack a grin at whatever's on the screen. She can't miss it. I catch her heartbeat picking up, and for once, I see something new in her eyes, she's scared she might actually lose me. She spends the day trying to brush it off, but I know that moment's looping in her head. Who's texting me? Did I really find somebody? That night, we're parked on the couch, TV droning on, and she throws out this offhand line. You've been real chipper lately, she says, all casual like. I don't peel my eyes off the screen, just flash a little smirk. Have I? She crosses her legs, keeping her tone light. Yeah, like you've been keeping busy or something. I slide my gaze over to her, letting it linger, sizing up what she's fishing for. Then, real slow and steady, I say, guess I'm just making the most of my time these days. That line sends a shiver through her, I can feel it. Over the next few days, Hannah starts eyeballing me like she's never seen me before. I'm getting more buzzes on my phone, little pings here and there. Sometimes I head out for a jog earlier than usual, beating the sun up. One afternoon, I roll in from work, beeline for the shower, and catch myself humming some random song she don't even know. That's when it clicks for her, I bet, her worst nightmares coming true. Friday rolls around, the same Friday she was supposed to hit the town with her work buddy, and over breakfast, I drop it real casual like. Hey, I'm stepping out tonight, I say, sipping my coffee. Her mug stops dead halfway to her lips. Oh, really? She tosses back, trying to sound like she don't care. Yeah, with that gal from the gym, I add, keeping it light. Man, it's like I sucker punched her, she looks gutted. Her mouth opens, but nothing comes out. I can see the wheels spinning, her brain scrambling for some way to flip this mess around. But there ain't no flipping it. She laid out the rules to this little game, and now I'm playing by M. Thing is, I don't think Hannah's ready to step up to the plate herself. That night, I'm out the door, and she's stuck at home alone. I take my time leaving, rocking a shirt she don't even recall I've got, cologne drifting behind me down the hall. I don't spill any details, don't ask where she's off to, and I sure as hell don't act like I care she's got her own date lined up. That's when it smacks her hard, like a ton of bricks, she don't go anywhere. That coworker of hers keeps texting, asking if they're still on, but she leaves him hanging. How's she supposed to focus? Her head's a million miles away, all tangled up thinking about me. She's pacing the house for hours, telling herself this ain't a big deal, but every tick of the clock just tightens the knot in her chest. Next thing she knows, she's got her phone in hand, flipping apps open and shut like a fidgety kid, hunting for anything to take her mind off it. Deep down, though, she knows what's up, she's waiting. Waiting for me to shoot her a text, to stroll in early, to laugh it off and say this whole thing's a dumb joke. But I don't text. I don't come home early. I don't give her a shred of doubt to cling to. That's when the panic really digs in. She crashes on the couch, TV blaring some nonsense she ain't watching, eyes glued to the door for that jingle of my keys. I finally roll in past 3 a.m., cool as a breeze, no guilt, no rush. She's still awake, didn't expect that. How'd it go? She asks, her voice coming out all shaky, weaker than she meant it to. I peel off my jacket, sling it over a chair, and glance at her with that same laid-back look I've been wearing lately. Went good, I say, keeping it short and sweet. That simple answer slices through her like ice. She's freaking out, I can see it washing over her. She wants to grill me, dig for details, beg me to say it was nothing and swear it don't mean squat. But she can't get the words out. I ain't hiding a thing, ain't sorry neither, and maybe that's what stings her worst. I stroll across the living room and head down the hall to bed like we didn't just have a moment. She don't budge, just sits there, heart hammering so loud I bet she hears it too. She wanted to mess with me, push my buttons, see me squirm. Now she's the one praying this is all some big bluff. Too bad for her, I ain't bluffing no more. Come morning, Hannah wakes up with this raw, wild fear she ain't ever felt before. Fear I ain't the guy she thought she had figured out. Fear she's crossed a line she can't uncross. She drags herself off the couch, moving slow like she's carrying 100 pounds of dread from last night. She shuffles down the hall to the kitchen, and there I am, sipping coffee like it's any old Saturday. Seeing me so chill, so far off, twists her gut. It's like she's staring at some stranger wearing my face. I don't say a word when she walks in, don't even glance up from my phone, just keep scrolling and sipping. She clears her throat, trying to shake loose the lump stuck there. You got in pretty late, she says, aiming for easy going. Yeah, I reply, not giving her much. That offhand tone rattles her even more. She pulls out a chair, plops down across from me, searching my face for some flicker of doubt, some sign this is still a game. But I ain't faking. I'm miles away, and that's scaring the hell out of her in a way she never saw coming. Michael, she says, her voice all wobbly. She hates how weak it sounds, I can tell, but she can't hold it back. What the hell are we doing here? I finally lift my eyes from my phone and lock onto her, just watching for a beat, figuring out if it's even worth a reply. Then, cool as ice, I lean back and say, you tell me, Hannah. This whole thing was your bright idea, wasn't it? Her stomach drops, I see it in her face. She chokes on it, swallowing hard. I didn't think you'd actually run with it. I let out a laugh, but it ain't the fun kind, it's the kind where the fog clears and you finally get the picture. What did you figure I'd do, huh? Get on my knees and beg you to drop it? She starts to say something, but I don't give her the chance. I've been chewing on this for days now, Hannah, running it through my head, what it means that you'd even float this crap, what it says about you and me. Her chest tightens up, I can see it. Michael, I screwed up, she admits, voice small. I don't even flinch. Screwed up, huh? The quiet stretches out again, thick and heavy, like it's choking the room. She's dying to yell that yeah, it's all a dumb mistake, that she never should have cooked up this insane plan, but I know it's too late for that. I've already got my mind made up. I stand, grab my mug, and stroll to the sink, rinsing it out like it's just another morning. Then I turn, fix her with a stone-cold stare, and hit her with it, thanks for showing me who you really are. Before she can blink, I'm out of the kitchen, no looking back. A chill shoots down her spine, I don't need to see it to know it's there. She's stuck at the table, frozen stiff, this awful ache spreading through her like wildfire. A few minutes later, she drags herself to the bedroom, and that's when she spots it on the table, a neat stack of papers, divorce papers, signed and ready. Her whole world crashes down in one ugly heap. She wanted to poke at me, see how far I'd bend. Turns out, she's the one who lost it all. I'm pulling a suitcase out of the closet when she slumps against the bedroom door. The zipper rips through the dead air, loud as a gunshot, and she knows it's over. But she's desperate, so she steps forward, forcing this shaky smile that's more like a cry for help. Michael, come on, she says, voice trembling. This got out of hand. I'm over you going out with that gym chick, let's just wipe the slate clean. You forget I ever mentioned that coworker, I'll forget what you did. We can start fresh. I stop for a second, gripping the suitcase tight. I look at her, really look, and what I see in her eyes ain't love, it's panic, scared to death she's losing her grip on me. I let out a short, dry chuckle and shake my head. I don't need you to forgive me, Hannah. These last few days taught me something big, and I've figured out I deserve better than this mess. I snap the suitcase shut, snag my keys off the dresser, and head for the door. I don't glance back, not once. The lock clicks behind me, and that's the last sound she hears before the silence swallows her whole.